All right, guys, let's freaking lock it in. I said we were going to do a thing today. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. That thing was to get a medium piece of a specific monster set. So, briefly, we're going to take the gear that was left on this character off. We're going to put it in the bank for later, just in case. You never know. What if we want it, right? The endurance set, and I think there's a one piece of the trainee that is convenient. 10 crown fortifying mills. It's kind of crazy. Crime wave event. Don't care about it. Don't care. What's this? Free house. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Free house. Whoa, dude. So what's this? Just a furniture piece. Some 35k moolahs. It's quests. Rewards from the daily login calendar. Rewards from the daily login calendar. What do we have? A month. Oh, hot dang. Visit homes. Kill enemies in Ardon, Stormhaven, East March. We could knock this out pretty quickly. Public dungeons in Grotwood, Rivenspire, Stonefalls, Mollaball, Tor Delves, Glenumber Delves, Deshaun Delves. Dude, this should be easy. Earn 5 ranks in a skill line. Well, what if we have them all maxed out, man? Come on. Battleground matches, catch fish. Yeah, right, dude. Pose with class abilities, tribute matches. We can actually do that. Face opponents in the Tales of Tribute. Yeah, oh, through the activity finder. So it doesn't count if you do NPCs, I'm guessing. Complete the Banished Cells 1 3 times. Mongol Grotto 1 3 times. Alright. Oh, wow. Lots of dungeons. Incursions. We can do this. No problem. Let's get a house, bro. But you know, we're going to worry about that over a month or something.
Have need of
What do I have here? Endurance. There's something. Endurance. That's character bound. That's fine. That's honestly, that can stay. That could just stay, whatever. Endurance. Oh crap, it's all mixed up now. Is it the necklace of the trainee that I was using? And then endurance, and there was one more, right? I thought. What's this? I want to put that stuff away. I am also going to put that back in the bank because I think I'd like to have those later down the road. This would be nice to have as well. We'll leave like 20 on this character just in case. What am I missing? Maybe I got it all. Are we cool? And then like as many of these as it'll fit. Yeah, that works. Alright, and then quickly let's jump onto the Arcanist just to pull that crap that we just put in the bank out. So we can deconstruct some of it. And then afterwards we're going to pop one of the Templar. We're going to continue our build. That's what we're going to do. I was looking at some sets actually. So like, what do I have going on for my sustain set? I keep forgetting the name of it. Whatever it is, it's like a straight sustain set, which has specific prog conditions, and I was looking at other sustain sets that might be fun, and I saw that there's one called the Essence Thief, and the Essence Thief, excuse me, provides like a little mini game for you. It drops little balls of green light on the ground, and you got to go chase them down, and it gives you like a burst of healing and stamina in return. So like, if I don't, Wretched Vitality. That's the set I'm thinking of. If I don't enjoy the Wretched Vitality set for whatever reason, I am definitely down to try the Essence Thief. I thought that could be funs. Nice and funsies. Let's drop all these. We'll worry about deconstructing it later. I just wanted to pull it out of the bank so we have a little bit more space. What else? Templar. Build. We want Veladrift's monster set, I believe. And then there's something else I was thinking of. I was thinking like agility would be cool, right? Like Essence Thief would give us healing, I believe. Let me just like do a little bit of reading real quick. Hold on. Essence, I think. Essence thief. Mafioso, hello, my mans. How you doing, man? This adds 2 rows of max stamina, weapon and spell damage, which is always welcome. Then dealing with damage with a light or heavy attack draws essence from the enemy that pulls nearby for 5 seconds. Drawing from the pool heals you for a decent amount of health, 4,400, and restores 4,100 stamina, and increases your damage done by 10%. Dude, that's actually kind of banging. For 10 seconds? Once every 10 seconds. Yeah, dude, I'm down for that. If I don't like the set that the Wretched Vitality set, I'd absolutely like to try to use this, because it's medium as well, which actually is a slight problem. But we have the necklace, so we could take like a heavy piece of the trainee on the chest plate, and then I think I had a light piece somewhere. It was like arms or something. We can work around that. That's not a problem. And then there was one more. So if we have the 5-piece sustain, we have the monster set, which is 2 more pieces, so that's 7 in total. We have the ring. We have room for 2 pieces on the weapon, 1 more ring, and then a necklace, which is 4 pieces. So 4 pieces would allow us to have a 3-piece and a trainee. And which one was it? The agility. I think that if we do run the Essence Thief, agility might not be that bad. Max stamina and weapon and spell damage. We'd have a little bit of extra health from the trainee set. I think this could be good. Agility. Hold on, let me just write it down so I don't forget. So like Essence Thief, Agility, Trainee, and then I think Veladrith was the other one. Let me just double check. Because I need to go get a set piece for that today. We're going to do a little bit of dungeon farm on. Yes, this is it. So weapon and spell damage, and when you deal damage, you have a 20% chance to spawn 3 spores in front of you. After 1 second, they deal disease damage to any enemy that they hit. Wonder if when it hits an enemy, does it guarantee damage to that enemy after 1 second, or do they have to be in that like area of the spore for it to do the damage? So it's maybe something we should test. Veladrith. So let's do that. What dungeon is that? Cradle of Shadows. Am I gonna... You know what? Let's situate ourselves here with the... Make sure the champion points are set up. Thanks. Yeah. I think we're mostly set up to save this build on the other slot. And then we'll just like swap back to the other build for now. Because this is not going to work for farming a dungeon. That's what we got, right? Poison injection can probably be replaced. Right, that's, this looks right. This looks right. So before we do that, and then this is just whatever. This is kind of junk now. I don't really care about this set. It's still deadly. Pillar of Nirn. Isn't it the same thing for this? Yeah, dude, we can overwrite this. That's not a problem. So let's name this the werewolf. Is there a werewolf looking symbol? That's a bear claw. It's about as close as it gets, I think. Yeah. So whatever we got going on right now, like, champion points are going to be a bit different. Which, this is still going to need tweaking. We'll have to come back to this. Yeah, the lycanthropy's on there. Is the lycanthropy on here? It is. That's fine. No big deal, pickle. I just want to double check. Just want to make absolutely sure. I don't want to screw anything up. I'd hate to, like, have to completely respec again. I'm starting to run out of scrolls. Boom. Oh, it has to be a veteran, doesn't it? It do. I forget the name of the dungeon. Cradle of Shadows. Mabi. It's gotta be a veteran. Cradle of... Where you be? Right there. Gosh, they're so hard to find sometimes, man. I might queue as a tank. Is that wrong of me? Not queue. Wait. Oh. I think this is a little bit wrong of me, but like... The queues are gonna take so long. So long. And I just don't want to wait. I can put a taunt on, though. I know what I'm doing. And you know what else we're gonna do? Where's it at? Where it be? Soul Magic? Leashing Burst. Minor Breach. Yeah. Right there. And then, like... I could honestly replace this with, like, Caltrops just for the Major Breach. Because... that would be nice. That'd be a tanky thing to do, right? I think that'd be a tanky thing to do. This, not that. This. Sure. Where's this queue, bro? We're a tank. What are we waiting for? I guess we can go pick up a couple of dailies here while we're just chilling. So, like, I don't know, let's start knocking out the gold path or whatever the heck that thing's called. Let's do, like, these dailies, and afterwards we'll just, like, intentionally go to some delves. Because I know that these will take us to public dungeons and delves. I don't know if it's going to take us to the right one. But we'll see. What y'all doing? Wait, what? Do I have you? Do I have your quest? Rutro Raggy, Deshaun, and Grotwood. Alright. Let me through! Thank you. Did I collect that daily reward too? I don't remember. Yes. What's that? Something silly. What's that? Something silly. I kind of like the traditional house furnishings, man. It feels good. I like collecting them bad boys. There's really not much in here, is there? And they haven't been going very hard with the daily rewards for a long time. What's today? Today's the 2nd, isn't it? We could check out the Crown Sword to see if anything's changed. I don't remember how often they change their stuff. Oh, we've been in here, right? We've already got the quest. Can't remember if it's the Undaunted that takes you to a delve or a public dungeon. Oh, this queue's got to be broken, right? It's got to be. There's no way a tank's waiting 3 minutes to get into a dungeon. I mean, 3 minutes isn't like a long time or anything. It just, for a tank it is, though. Oh, snap. Oh, snap, bro. We are down to Nirnhund on the woodworking. That's kind of a big deal. I'm honestly not too concerned about the Nirnhund right now. I mean, it'd be nice to get it started, but we're gonna have to probably just buy some from the guild store to make it easy. There's a part of me that wants to do it all at once. I really would like to make full use of the that one scroll that's in our bank. That's been in our bank forever. It reduces all of research, all of that, not just woodworking, by 7 days. And I don't want to like stagger it, which it's just silly to say because like we're technically losing time and value now if I don't do that. So like maybe I should just go buy some. What the halves over here? We got 13 days. Eight days. 4 days. 4 days. So we'd lose some value if we used it now. I'd hate to do that. I think if I'm a little bit more patient, if I just keep holding out, it'll fall together. Because like this last Nernhard trade's gonna take like 30 days. And I think that'll be like the best time to use it. Although I really would like these guards to be done. They feel like they're taking forever. I gotta get that freaking divines on those pants, man. What the? Interrupted? How about you just do it? Thank you. That one took forever to like craft for some reason. There's like a 0.2 milliseconds in there where it just refused to go through. My teammates are gonna hate me. I'm the fakest tank you've ever seen, dude. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. Alright, teammates, lock it in. The healer better not be fake. I'll be upset.
Mak'vala craved your death.
I'm not dying.
Spill their blood for the lady.
God, it's been a minute since I've yeah, that works. We do numbies. But I definitely am flying through. Wait, is this actually? This doesn't feel like veteran. It's not veteran. Shame on me, dude. I'm not leaving. We're gonna blaze through this as fast as possible. Realistically, I should be able to get the monster helm that I'm looking for the first time. Like, cross your fingers that if I don't get it and I get the heavy instead, that somebody gives it to me, right? Grim, what's up, man? Hello. Hey, yo. Oh, his teammates need to log it in. It's time to get moving. I need to eat some food, bro. This one? Honestly, I might have been better off with the magic one. Uh-oh. Dude, this dungeon takes forever for some reason. Not for some reason. It makes you so slow.
Insect strike. There is no escape. Lie with the worms. Die in the dark.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna be able to tank this one, veteran.
Tonight. Welcome the all-consuming dark lady. Forgive me.
I didn't realize how much damage that lady was gonna do with one hit. If I try to tank this on veteran, I'm just gonna get clapped. I can't wait till I'm lockpick level 20. Or Legendman level 20. I can start forcing locks. I feel like that's something I don't see a lot of, is like just plain lockpicks.
I've got this. Push the lever.
Dead.
Think you can tangle with the silken ring? Ha!
At least we do zombies.
Giant spiders. No surprise there. Wait.
What's that? What's he using?
Rings field Captain Trunus Valadora.
He's got like a cool little aura around him that turns red. That's nice.
Bastard. He didn't even let Gilmod die with a knife in his hand.
Okay, I think there's a way to activate
Balan,
this.
what are you? You do not need
No, there's
to
not.
do this. No.
No!
Well done, my scaled friend. You have cast off your old skin, and the silken ring welcomes you as a brother. Seek out Veladrath. and
Group up!
receive your blessing.
Let's fight! What are we waiting for?
You've worn out your welcome. I don't die that easy. You practiced your guard. Time to sweep you away. Who will be the weak link? The lady will toy with you, and you will beg for death before
Something's gone, isn't it? Damn it.
I offer these to you.
Alright, teammates. I'm trying to group enemies up together.
I am positively famine.
They just die before I can pull them in a group. It's fine, but come on, man. Let me have a little fun. I came in here thinking I was gonna be a good tank. And the Legerdman skill takes so stankin' long.
Getting warmer. It's a shame you're not as smart as Sothalan. What a delightful servant you'd make.
Man, the crits are nice though. I like when I see nothing but yellow numbers.
You're growing hungry.
Corn. What are the Daedra carrying on corn for?
Warmer still. Best hurry, sweetmeat.
Let me
Sothalan
through. Don't
receives
call me
my
sweetmeat.
blessing, even as we speak. Killing him may prove difficult.
De what? What? He must be stuck inside the wall. Alright, they must have gotten through. They might pull me in. Maybe. Or not. Whatever. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't want to be pulled through. I like running. Without a major expedition too. Ooh.
Come here, sweetmeat. Come to Veladred. Not afraid of the dark, are you?
How do we get out of here? Definitely not this way. We'll be fine. I said we'll be fine. I have no potions. We'll be fine. Our mans with the light said I'm not going with you. I'm going this other way that doesn't make any sense.
Maybe I should shed some weight. That's it. Don't move a muscle. No! My father! I'm strong!
Alright, now we gotta do it again on veteran.
Sothalan. Fun meeting you here.
Hide the ashes. I'm impressed you made it so far. Haven't stopped dragging.
Alright, I'll tell you what.
I taught you better than that.
Maybe I'll just queue as a DPS. I don't think I'll be able to tank that properly on veteran.
The teacher. Today's lesson.
So
Place of disloyalty.
we're just gonna, you know, eat the queue. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. We got enough stuff to keep us occupied in the meantime, I believe.
Won't make any difference.
You can indulge
Inventory is fine for now. We need to get out of here. Let's go finish these writs. Dude, one thing I learned about the werewolf, I feel like, you know, you lose your weapons. If you played werewolf before, you know you lose your weapons. You cannot use the weapons or the passives. But there are very few weapon passives that actually do carry over. One of them is the bow, which is interesting. And not all the passives, but there's one that when you dodge roll, you gain major expedition. for like 2 or 3 seconds or something like that. And that actually carries over into werewolf form. So instead of daggers, man, because you don't get any of the benefits from the dagger passives as a werewolf, we're going to definitely go with the bow this time around. It's the little things, man. That major expedition might make a big difference. But a boom, 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 boom. Quests turned in. Woo! Can I talk to him? Hell yeah, I can. Give me that. Okay, I think there's a quest in Krautwood. This thing. We gotta kill... Gosh darn it, what do we gotta do? I'm not gonna be able to... excuse me. I'm not gonna be able to remember those quests from the Golden Path. I'm gonna have to keep looking back at it again. But I know there's public dungeons for specific worlds and delves for... Excuse me. Delves for specific worlds. I know Grautwood was one of them, I just don't know for what. How am I supposed to get up there, man? You guys put these rocks in my way. Practicing my parkour. Look at these guys all doing the same mission. Where the heck is everyone? I don't know, man. It's dead, isn't it? Oh, there's 8 of you guys here. It's a slow start. Ain't no problemo. We gotta go all the way around. Oops, what am I doing? What the? Okay. Suffering, eating plain bagels, without anyone to chat to. Oh, well, Mafia, you can talk to me, buddy. That's fine. I wouldn't, I mean, unless you don't want to. That's fine too. Don't worry about it. I didn't really want to talk to you anyway. I know, Grim's over here like, dude, I'm right here. Why would you say that, man? I've been here the whole time. I even said hello. Deshawn. To Deshawn then. Wherever the anchors might be. Dude, I'm hungry tonight. I'm thinking for dinner. Dinner at 5 a.m. I do like some fried fish, but with like some cheese on top. Sounds tasty. Where's the active one? There are no active ones. Bull crap. Honestly, I've been craving pizza lately, dude. It's been a while since I've had, like, a proper pizza. Where'd they be, man? Doesn't it tell you which one's active on the map? Investigate. I'm right here, dude. It's active now. After this dry bagel, you're making a bowl of cereal and then some ice cream. Mafia, you eat like a literal 12-year-old. Bagels are a little bit advanced for a 12-year-old. But the cereal and ice cream combo, man. Like, it's fair play. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not like, you know, it's not meant to be an insult. Because I eat like that too, man. Sorta. I mean, I don't eat ice cream and cereal, but I can't even remember the last time I had ice cream or cereal. Actually, you know what? I do remember the last time I had ice cream. It was when I was like severely sick recently. It was like, I don't know, 4 months ago maybe? I was like really sick, dude. I was dying. I couldn't talk. I lost my voice. It was rough. So I went to the store and I got like 3 pints of ice cream and I just ate them for dinner every night. This guy is absolutely not playing the game right. Look, I'm not one to tell you how to play the game. Normally, I'm like, look, man, you can play the game however you want. But this man is absolutely not playing the game right. This is like the only way that you're not supposed to play the game is what he's doing. There's a lot of options. You can play the game in so many different ways. Look at him. He actually used abilities this time, though, which is impressive. This is the first I saw him use abilities throughout that whole thing. He might be a bot. I hope he's a bot, dude. Okay, we got one more, right? Aradon. All the way. All the way out there. Dude, I'll be honest, man. I don't like delves in this game very much. I feel like they're boring. They need, like, delves in the base game, that is. I haven't gotten into the DLCs too deeply yet. So, like, I'm kind of, like, saying that a little bit in advance. That I don't like delves very much. But the base game delves, man, they are boring. There's, like, nothing in them. They're basically just like, okay. Well, this one killed me. But it's just like a little circle inside of a cave with like a couple of enemies and a boss that literally does nothing. It's just it's an ad. It's an ad with like 10% more health. They're disappointing. I wish they'd like, is that what that was? Those cat-like reflexes? I landed on my feet. Okay. And let me tell you how many lives I have left. Where are they at? Where are my lives? This is embarrassing. Do I not have any more lives? I have 127 more lives. Sorry, that was like the worst timing for a freaking punchline you've ever seen in your life. But yeah, like, I wish delves were more engaging. I wish they were more, difficult. Like, I like public dungeons. I think that delves standards should be like public dungeons. Public dungeons should be more. They should be like more difficult than they are. Mafia, when you say you eat cereal like once every couple of months, every few months, I do believe you are doing what the kids call lying. That's, I was gonna say cap, but that is too advanced for me. There's like generational gap between like the kids I was talking about and the kids that actually say cap. The DPS is through the roof. Well, for the overworld it is. Like, I don't know, I could probably parse like 60k with this build. It's really not that crazy. It's more of a bursty oriented build, and I don't even have like executes and stuff online. There's stuff I'm missing that like provides more burst, but I threw it together so that it was more effective for like the dungeon that I was queuing for. That is never going to pop, by the way. We're gonna literally be in queue all night. Give me that meat. No, okay, well, you can keep that meat. I don't know, do most people not, like, get 5-piece sets in the game? Like, because that's kind of like the name of the game, right? Like, you gain the 5-piece sets. That's a cool portal, by the way. A very cool portal. Do people, like, you know, not combine, like, buffs and stuff on their characters and do, like, builds and stuff? Did people just like run around like it's Skyrim? Because I'm not saying like there's anything wrong with that. If you want to play the overworld like it's Skyrim and just run around and like not worry about like your stats, not worry about your skills, not worry about your armor and stuff, but like, whoops. Since you play DK, you're not used to the bursty damage. You feel underpowered, but at the same time, you know all your dots add up. Yeah, the DK is a weird one, dude. It's like a sleeper build. Like, well, it depends on how you build it, I guess. But you're right, the dots add up very quickly. And, you know, the DK, if you do like the parsing with the DK, you can still hit like 120, 130,000 depending on how you build. You just gotta, like, you gotta feel the DK out. Like, same with all the characters. They play differently from one another. The DK can burst as well. It's not like an impossible task. Oh, you know what? We're gonna visit houses for one of these things, right? Let's fast travel. How do I do this? BBC crafting house? Big black cock crafting house? I don't know, man. Like, I do seem to see like a lot of people in the overworld just like BBC. I see it in the background. They literally like run around like genuine bots, and it's concerning because like, look, I don't expect everybody to be professionals at the game. That's not what I'm getting at. I don't expect everybody to be min-maxed. I don't expect everybody to get all sweaty. Like, I appreciate and I definitely admire like casual play. There's nothing wrong with it. You play how you like. But the way I see some people play, man, I am wondering if like the developers are botting their own game. Like, it's a genuine question that's been brought to my mind. Like, are they botting their game to make it look like the numbers are up? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's a question. It's a genuine question. Like, it's not meant to be like a rude thing. You're setting up your first tank build. Your tank build first, excuse me. With the Way of Fire set and the Elfbane set. You're gonna throw a monster set on? If you're building tanky, I don't know if those are the best choices to make for their sets. Which one was it? The Elfbane is a damage set, right? Yeah. Increases your the duration of your flame damage over time. This is a phenomenal damage set. Where's the other one? I lost it. The Way of Fire? I can't remember what this does. Definitely another damage set, my friend. They're good sets, though. Deal an additional... When you deal damage with a light or heavy attack, you deal an additional X amount of flame damage. Yeah, that's good. Those would definitely make good DPS sets. But you're not going to be very tanky if you use those. The DK, though, makes a fantastic tank regardless. That way you can worry about taunting more than keeping up the dots. Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, so I would say for normal dungeons, that would work just fine. You can build like a damage oriented tank in normal dungeons and have no issues at all. You can fly through normal dungeons like that. But if you want to do veteran dungeons, you'll need like genuine tank sets. And as a tank, it's not necessarily your job to keep your dots up or like do the damage. You're more so supposed to like control the ads and the boss specifically, and keep your teammates alive through healing and shields and stuff like that, and like debuffing enemies and whatnot. So like the tanks play very differently than damage dealers do. I'd like to build a tank eventually, like a proper tank. I know I've kind of messed around a little bit with it, but I've pretty much only focused on DPS. And I'd like to reach out a little bit, expand. I need to visit more homes. Visit player homes. I need to visit that one guy's home anyway. Let's kill foes in Stormhaven and Eastmarch. Where do we go here? There's a public dungeon. There's gonna be a lot of enemies there. We did just spend 800 gold on the fast travel though, which hurts my feelings. Then again, as a tank, depending on your situation, you can, like, the DK has a couple of dots that heal. So if you want to do damage and like be tanky and livable, I recommend a set called Leeching. It's really good. It is really good. You can't go wrong with it either. I'll show you right now what it does. I think it's called the Leeching Plate set. Yeah, Leeching Plate. So this adds max health, healing taken, and max health, which are fantastic tank stats. You want as much health and healing as you can. And it says when you take damage, you summon a cloud of leeching poison under the enemy that hit you. The cloud deals poison damage around in an AoE. What is the range on it? It doesn't say what the range is. But the poison damage takes every second for 5 seconds and heals you for 108% of the damage caused. That happens every 5 seconds. Now, it scales off your max health too, so as a tank, your stats, you don't want them in stamina necessarily, you don't want them in magicka. You definitely want to pump all your health points, like 100% of them into health. And then that would help scale that set up like really high, right? So not only are you doing damage, but you're also healing yourself. And it's really good. I thoroughly recommend this one. It's probably one of the best tank sets in the game. And it goes with your dots, too. So, like, if you're building around dots and you wanted to go hybrid, say you wanted to be tanky and hybrid, or, you know, tanky and damagey, the Leeching set would provide a pretty significant amount of tankiness. And that would open up, like, a room for maybe a damage set if you're interested in that. Or if you really want to simplify things, you jump into, what you call it, the Oakensoul Ring. The Oakensoul Ring only allows you to have one bar active at a time, but it provides a lot of buffs for you. It makes you tankier, it makes you damagier, and it's great for, like, getting comfortable and getting the feels. We're not going to do this yet. I'm just going to, like, go around and kill a few things. We only need to kill 30 enemies. A way to crowd control enemies is massive too. Like, this ability that I'm using to pull enemies together is really beneficial in group dungeons. Like, your teammates will love you for that. And if you're using the sword and shield, which is definitely recommended, your pierce ability will be what taunts, and it'll also reduce the protections of the enemies. What ability is that? It's a scribing ability. There's other ways to achieve what it is giving, but it's one of the easier ways, and it's nice to not have to dedicate a full set to it. I'll show you here just in one momento. So there's a couple different abilities that can take this, so you don't have to use this one. But right now I've got the Leeching Burst. It is a soul magic ability that is turned into a pool, basically. So around you, after 2 seconds, enemies that can be will be pulled. And then I have it set to do magic damage and minor breach, because minor breach is something I don't really have access to with my current setup. So like, it's really nice. I definitely recommend it. Now, as a Dragon Knight, you have access to a chain. So it's not an AoE pull like that was, but your chain is like a single target pull that lets you like legitimately just straight up pull enemies. It's nice. The Dragon Knight is a lot of fun, dude. But I think there's a 5-piece set too that provides a pool of some kind. I cannot remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's like whenever you deal damage with a leap, charge, teleport, or pull ability, something like that, you pull all the enemies in the area to you, and it can happen like every 10 seconds or something like that. So like between every ad pull. How many more enemies do I need? I gotta be close. Yeah, why didn't it tell me that I finished this? Huh. I want to pin that task. Let's go to East March and kill some enemies. Public dungeons? Oh, it's in the city. Actually, let's go here instead. I think there's another ability in the game that pulls too. Yeah, dude, scribing is really valuable. It's like, it's not required, but it does make a pretty big difference. It gives you access to certain buffs that you might not necessarily have easy ways to get a hold of, and just things like that, man. Ashley, hello, hello. There's another ability that I don't have the morph for it right now, but it's a Fighter's Guild, right? Yeah, so Fighter's Guild and Silver Bolts. If you morph this so the right way, it turns it into a chain, basically. So it's the same chain ability that you have as a Dragon Knight. But, you know, you don't need to be a Dragon Knight for it. I thought about trying the leeching set on my werewolf build just for like the PvP purposes, but like I don't think leeching's gonna be very good in PvP. I wasn't sure how to make up my mind on that one. I think it's definitely more oriented towards PvE. Come on, Ghosty. How does the DPS set up sound? Burning Spell Weave, 5-piece Rune Carver, Blaze, 5-piece Oaken Soul Ring. 1 Mythic, and then 1-piece Falcon Scoria? Hold on 1 second. Let me kill like 4 enemies, and then I'll pull those pieces up. Because I know Burning Spellweave used to be like one of the best sets in the game, especially for a Dragon Knight. Like particularly for a Dragon Knight. I don't think it's like one of the best still, but it's still very good. And Rune Carvers, I cannot remember what that does off the top of my head. Carver. Weapon of spell damage, weapon of spell damage, offensive pen. Your damage over time effects deal flame damage every 3rd tick. Your damage over time effects deal flame damage every 3rd tick. That does sound really good. I don't think I've ever actually used this set myself, but I have looked at this a couple of times for the Dragon Knight. And it sounds good. I've been told it's not as good as it sounds by other people, but on paper, man, that does sound really good. Like, if you think about it, say you have 4 dots on 4 or 5 dots on an enemy. Like, every second you're getting an additional X amount of flame damage. I don't know if this can crit and also provides weapon of spell damage and a little bit of pen. I think it sounds good. It's definitely probably not going to be like the most mid-max set, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it, man. What else was it? Falcon Scoria? I don't remember what that one piece is. Oh, pen? Yeah. Yeah, dude, if you're having an issue reaching pen, I think that's good. In overworld content, penetration is not necessarily desired when it comes to set traits. Like this, for example. Like normally you would prefer something like a Slime Crawls for extra crit chance, but the crit chance on a Dragon Knight's probably not the best. Like, just straight raw spell damage from like a Drew's something, like a Dreg. Drew King Slayer, what? What offensive stat should you reach for DPS? Well, okay, so penetration is very important. However, there's multiple ways to reduce enemies' protection, removing the need for penetration in PvE. So, like, for example, Major Breach. Major Breach reduces protections by 6,000. Minor Breach reduces prots by 3,000. That's 9,000 protections right there, just from 2 different breaches. So that kind of stuff goes a long way. And, like, your character is going to inherently have, like, a little bit of pen built in, especially if you have, like, some champion points put into it. So, ideally, it's not going to happen all the time, but ideally, in PvE, for, like, 4-man dungeons or for, like, 12-man dungeons, if you're a DPS, your focus is not necessarily on pen. At least it shouldn't have to be. So you want to aim more towards like either crit chance if you're aiming for more of a crit oriented build, or if the Dragon Knight I think probably scales a little bit better with raw weapon and spell damage. Like, crit's not like the most valuable stat on a Dragon Knight. There's nothing wrong with it. But something like, there's another ring somewhere that I'm blanking on the name of it. Hold on. This one. So Malakath's Band of Brutality, excuse me, it goes very well with the Dragon Knight because it increases your raw damage done by 16%, but it decreases your crit damage by 50%. You can still crit, it's just reduced. But the increase of damage by 16% is kind of crazy. Now, like, you couldn't run Oakensoul if you had this, so you'd have to make up for your buff loss. But if you're looking for something to just, like, get comfortable and just, like, get a feel for things and simplify your build, the Oakensoul ring is amazing, man. It's so hard to go wrong. It provides so many buffs. Minor Berserk, Minor Courage, Major Brutality, Major Sorcery, Major Prophecy, Major Savagery, Minor Force, Minor Prots, Minor Resolve, Minor Mending, Minor Fortitude, Intellect, Endurance, Heroism, Slayer, Aegis, and Power. Like, it's really good. So it's hard to put that down, especially if you're trying to simplify things. But yeah. Where are we at? What are we doing? What? Is her quest in here? No, it's just me. Let's go turn these in real quick. But yeah, I think like your build, there's nothing wrong with your build. I would recommend trading out the One Piece Valken Scoria for something that provides spell damage though. Weapon or spell damage. Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem. And you don't feel like you need to do what everybody else tells you either. Like, I have a pretty decent understanding of the game and how it flows. But I'm not like, you know, I'm not like a developer. I'm not like a professional. It's not like I spend literally like 16 hours a day playing this game like for a career. Although I would love to. Subscribe and hit that like button. That would make a difference. But boom, 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 boom. But like the best way you can play the game is the way you want to play it yourself. You don't have to min-max. You don't have to be the most efficient. You don't have to parse 130,000 DPS. You don't have to watch a YouTube video and copy and paste builds that are online. Like, it's not a requirement, man. You play the game the way that makes you happy, and that's what's important. I'm definitely happy to offer any advice, any tips and tricks, anything that I've learned and picked up if you're willing, or if you're like interested in learning stuff as well. Like, I'm not gonna like hold my knowledge back or anything, but I don't want to like say you have to play this way or you have to do that. It's not how it should be.
The Order thanks you.
So yeah, with that being said, pen not the most valuable. One line of pen though is not gonna like break your game. In fact, it could be valuable. There's oftentimes there are situations where a little bit of extra pen would go a long way. But in more organized play, realistically, the enemy's protection should be reduced like 98%, 99% of the way every single time without fail. And that should be done by the tank, that should be done by other DDs that are maybe providing other things relevant to the situation. What was that? Defiance. Signatures. Signature. Defiance? I should have read that, shouldn't I have? Well, too late now. Let's eat these bad boys. Let's get all the old DS. What's this? Knockback. I already got it. Aiden, what's up, man? What's my build? Right now, I'm working towards a werewolf build. I'm having a lot of fun doing werewolf PvP, and I'm trying to queue for a dungeon so that I can get a medium piece of a monster set that I want. But the build that I'm using right now is going to be somewhat similar. It's just it's the Oaken Soul ring, so you know it's easy. The Deadly set, which increases my damage over time and channel attacks by 15%, which is basically everything 1P is, dudes. I'm North American servers, mate. And then what else do I have? Oh, I've got the Nirn, Pillar of Nirn. It's real simple. And the Slime Crawl one piece for the crit chance. There's really nothing super special about this build, but I just kind of chucked it together for funsies, and I love the bow. I have not really been a bow fanatic throughout my time in Elder Scrolls, and I've recently started changing my mind, dude. I like the bow a lot.
Looking for
Much more than I like the daggers. I don't know what it is right now, but the bow just feels right. This is trash. That can go. I remember I crafted a couple of those that I was like testing some things with, and I would like to get rid of them. Trash, trash, trash. Dang it. I'm going to send it to Bryson, I think. If I sell that, I'm going to put it in my collections, and I don't want to do that. Alright, let's put the rest of the bank. The bank's gonna be full again, dude. This is crazy. Which veteran dungeon? I forget what it's called. Hold on, bear with me. Let me clean up my inventory just real quick. Why? Why, game? Why'd you take all that stuff out of my inventory for me? What's this? I got another one of these? Oh, that's a museum piece. That's something else that I don't know what it is. Gosh darn it, I put some food away that I didn't mean to. What else did I put away? There was something else in there. It's my max stamina food. Oh, what else did I put away, man? It was some weird item. This thing. I have no idea what this is for, but it's been in my inventory forever. Veteran dungeon. Which one am I doing? Cradle of Shadows. I need the medium headpiece for this monster set. For what I'm trying to do. And it's taking a long time. That's what it's doing. I could probably throw on like... What is that guy running? What is he doing? That run, dude. What was that? I could probably throw on like a shield and stuff, and I might be alright, but I don't want to be that guy to fake Q as a tank and then screw the team over when I can't do it. So let's continue to knock out these golden pursuits real quick. Visit homes. Kill 10 public dungeon bosses in Grotwood. Let's do it. Oh, you know what else though? Let's drop this garbage from the inventory. Let's get rid of that. And put that over there. I don't want the taunt. And then, I'll execute. What? What kind of delay was that, dude? You're not, bro. Leave me alone. Bunch of scumbags. Stop it.
I assume you went far.
We'd have had a better time queuing for a friggin' battleground at this rate, dude. What the heck? 45 minutes for a queue. It's outrageous. Queuing for a specific veteran dungeon is... that's outrageous. I feel like there's gotta be more people queuing for random dailies. It's not like Grotwood's dead or anything. It's not like peak hours or anything, you know? It's not like people are just like littered the place. It's not like thin though. There's plenty of people playing the game, man. Why ain't anybody doing veteran dungeons? Come on. Alright, so we're not worried about the ads. We just want the bosses. The bosses. Bosses? Oh, wait. Did that count? Yeah, I am queuing as a DPS. I know, that's the problem, but like, come on. Come on. It takes so long to queue as a DPS in this game, dude. It's freaking ridiculous. It's because there's like 14,000 DPS in the game for every one tank. No, no, brother. Are you were dead, bro. I killed that guy. Could you stop? That's so aggressive. I hate when they do that. What's in there? Public dungeon bosses. We gotta kill 8 more. Everybody group up. I think you gotta kill these guys. Oh, you know what? You're hiding. I thought it was like a big, I forget what they're called. The big, like, vine dudes. That was one of those guys that spawned. I can't believe that Spriggan didn't, like, latch onto us. It just stood there. Gotta be a boss this way. If they didn't already kill it. Give me these lore books. How'd I miss these? Dude, one thing I appreciate about this pull ability is that when you pull ads, you can actually, like, phase through them for a moment. It's kind of sweet, because, like, when you're surrounded like that, you just pull them. I might end up being in this queue literally until I end the stream tonight. That'll be really disappointing. Like, I'd like to finish this build and then jump into some battlegrounds. Battleground queues take long enough on their own. I could just fake it. I don't wanna be that guy. Need 5 more public dungeon bosses. I could have sworn there was like one more somewhere. Where am I? Oh. You tell me I've never killed that stinking boss? Nice. There you are. That's the one I was thinking of. Alright, if we kill 3 more bosses and get this achievement here before we get into the dungeon, I might just like throw some defensive abilities on and queue as a tank. Alright, we'll chill. We'll chill for a minute. What are we missing? Inventory management? No? Nothing? No? Give me that. Sure. Public dungeon bosses in Rivenspire, Stonefalls, Delve bosses in Malabal Tor, Glenumbra, Deshawn. What you doing? He's not here. It's gotta spawn back soon. Nobody came out of here. The ads were here. This guy's name is Crotch Rots. What a pleasant name. What a nice experience. I can't remember if I went through all these leads the other day. I know we like blazed through them just a little bit. This one's got 18 days. 19 days. 18 days. We could knock out some of these, but they're not a priority. We got time. Yeah. Oh, you know what? See if the crown store changed. While we're sitting here waiting. Any fancy free deals? Wow, what a review, or what a preview that is. The head spawned back again. What the crap, dude? Where's his boss? It might be broken. I wouldn't be surprised. What's that doing? I'm trying to look at this. It's kind of bland. Oh, no way. They got 20% off deals for these things? I don't think I've ever seen the price for these vendors and stuff, these mobile vendors, go down. That's crazy. It's the same crown crates. Says there's something new for houses. Got the banker a week ago just for him to put it on sale. I know. I've got all of them now. I wish I'd have waited, but it is what it is. Fog Break Lighthouse, huh? Wonder if that's cool. 11,000 crowns is crazy. I just conveniently happen to be sitting on 11,000 though. It's almost like it's meant to be. An ethereal well would be really nice if we get a house. I actually like kill for an ethereal well, dude. Hey, what are you doing? I didn't know he was here. So sorry, teammate. I did not know. My bad, bro. He came running in here trying to kill that thing. I didn't know he was on his way. Alright, he definitely just killed this thing. Everybody's doing what I'm doing, man. It's gonna take forever for these bosses to spawn back. Okay, I know there's a boss in this room. It's up here. This is the one I'm thinking of. Does anybody know about this one? You sure they'd let you preview the house for the quest? I think they do. I'm pretty sure. Wait, the house for the quests. Which ones are you talking about? We got one more boss. One more. Is that a boss? There's a boss. There's a boss. Bada boom. Challenge done. The Golden Pursuit quest. Oh, yeah. I agree with you. Sorry, I didn't realize what you meant. I totally agree. Grand Gallery of Tamriel. I mean, I'm still going for it. It's a free house, dude. Why not? It's not like the quests are that hard. We got a month to complete the quest. Like, it's not going to be that difficult to do. Craft 50 items with any skill. Craft items inside your home. Okay. Look, some of us aren't that rich. Okay? Alright, game. I've been sitting in this queue for an hour. I'm done. This is like an unacceptable thing. I'm gonna end up, like, sucking, dude. I'm gonna be the worst tank you've ever seen, and the teammates are gonna have to carry me. I need, like, a stamina shield. My magic is hurting. Like this. This works. I've never morphed this, though. What's that noise? What's the next Golden Pursuit? Tribute matches? Delve bosses inside Deshawn, Glenumbra, and Mullabal Tor. It's still gonna take an hour to get into this gosh dang dungeon, dude. If I go as a healer, I'm gonna, like, just let everybody die, and I can't have that happen. I'd rather be a tank and have a chance. If you're gonna fake a roll, you gotta at least try. Like, if you suck, that it is what it is. But, like, at least put on a taunt, which I forgot. At least put on a shield or something, right? You know? You know. Bro, frig off my nuts, man. What are you doing? Get away from me. Alright. You know what? Might drop the jabs. We're gonna need to. So, we've got a bit of DPS. That's just a bit. It's fine. It's not meant to be super damaging. We got 2 other DPS to do the job for us. We just happen to be running 2 completely DPS-oriented sets. Definitely does not relate to the fact that I'm trying to queue as a tank or anything. That's ridiculous to think that, oh my gosh! Thank goodness. We're gonna sit here and wait for these guys to farm it like this? That's ridiculous! I mean... Can we just sit here? Yeah. If we go to another delve, there's gonna be another group of people just sitting there like killing it on cooldowns. So... I guess we just sit here, unfortunately. What do we do? What do we do in the meantime while we sit here and wait? We looked at the crown store. We looked through our skills. We looked through... We can't really mess with the werewolf build champion points right now. I vote for a petition that ZOS increases spawn rates for enemies. 5 minutes is crazy. I guess I can look at achievements. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Oh, you know what? What's that one set? Agility. Agility. Oh, I've got this set. Sweet. I would probably want the bow, which I have. And then we would need like a 1 piece of something. So probably just a ring, it doesn't matter. We already have... What's that 5 piece I was looking at before? The Essence Thief, which was a medium set, right? Yes, it is a medium set. So like... You know what? What's the agility? It's probably medium. Oh, there's no armor. Essence. So that's gonna have to be a ring. Yikes, dude, my eraser sucks. It's terrible. So I'm thinking like a chest plate of a trainee. Dude, why am I queuing for this dungeon? Wait a minute. Hear me out. We could do a chest plate of the trainee, which we might already have crafted. Now, I was gonna go with the Wretched Vitality set. But, like, what if I did just jump right into the Essence Thief instead of even trying the... I don't know how to spell Essence. Instead of actually trying the other one. So this would be a full medium set. We would need a chest plate that's heavy from the trainee. And that would open up a head slot. So, like, the arms, the legs, the waist, the boots. That's 4 pieces, all in medium, which is what we're after. And then, like, a necklace, which is so convenient, because we just happen to have one. And then the Veladrith, which I want to test out. Veladrith, however you spell it. We have a light piece for it, because I wanted a light and a heavy, and then the rest would be medium. And we have the medium shoulders for this. Very tempting, very tempting. I think that's the move, man. We'd have to drop what we're working with now. But if I don't like the Essence Thief, then we can always just, like, rework a little bit. Forget this dungeon, bro. Let's do it. What was it called? Essence Thief. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on! Really? Wait a minute. Was that not the boss? No chance that wasn't the boss. It didn't sound like the boss. It looks like a dead boss, though. There's two of them here. Shame. Shame on me missing that, dude. I was sitting here for long enough for it to spawn back. Dude, it sounded like it died in a quarter second, man. What the crap? Alright, so Veladrith. Light for the headpiece. Medium for the shoulders. And then Essence Thief for the... which is all medium. For the arms, the legs, the waist, the boots, the neck is not a medium. I think that works. Let's get out of here. We just gotta shift a few things around. I don't need to take 6 hours to queue for a friggin' dungeon. As a tank, dude, what's going on, bro? No reason for this. This is ridiculous. I'm offended at the queue times, man. I'm gonna have to go to bed soon, man. I only got so much time in my day, Elder Scrolls. What you doing to me? Oh, this guy's not gonna have a thing, is he? A build changer. I don't think he does. Oh no, right here. Armory station. Alright. So we have the Wretched Vitality set, which is fine. That's not a problem. But we are going to take it off. Essence Thief Trainee Agility and Veladrith. So we're reconfiguring the entire set, aside from our Oaken Soul Ring. The bank's about to get real full here. So we're taking the light headpiece for the Veladrith. The tooltip's a little bit lower, but I want to try it. I want to give this a shot. It's going to have magic enchants on it, though. That's fine. Enchants aren't that expensive. It's not that big a deal. Medium Divine Shoulders is going to get expensive. We need the necklace for this. Right? Right. Necklace, boots, waist, legs, arms. The legs need to be, I think, impenetrable because we do not have divines for it yet. Oh, Shiza. What did I just make that? Robust. Max stamina. Stamina recovery. Would max health have been better? Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I think it would have been better. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to like burn the transmutes right now. Realistically, if we make a really fun PvP build and it's a good time, we'll be getting plenty of those. So, boots, we can always just respec it later. Divines, boots, boom. Boom. Just double checking. Waist. Medium. Divines, waist. Boom. Legs, arms. Legs. No divines. Impen. Purple. Medium. Impen. Legs. Boom. And arms. Divines. Epic. Boom. So that's 5 pieces of that. Trainee piece. Do I have a trainee piece? I don't know if this guy's got a bank sitting around anywhere. You know what? Can I look? Transmute. Armor? Curious of like the trainee. It would have to be a heavy one. Well, the filters are trash. I wish I could just type in what I'm looking for. It's not looking like I have one. That's fine. Heavy chest plate. Epic. Divines, max health. Already what I want it to be. Yes, dude. Give me that. Purple. Please. Just for a little bit of raw max health. So now we need the agility set. Agility. I hope this isn't like a mistake. Adding the agility set. Stamina and weapon and spell damage. So we would need a ring and a bow. That's it. Because I already have an endurance set. Set up just the way I need. I have an endurance bow and ring. Which is exactly what I want it to be. But endurance is max health and health recovery. I kind of want a little bit more damage since we're sacrificed a full 5-piece for it. So let's take like the spell pen. Weapon and spell pen. I don't know if that carries over. I don't think it does. Let's just cross our fingers and hope it does. Agility sharpened. Boom. And then a ring. And this one... Oh, you know what? I think this needs to be bloodthirsty, dude. As much as I would like some more max health, I think bloodthirsty is going to be necessary on the werewolf. Dang, I hate to respec that thing. I had an Essence Thief necklace. How much is it going to cost? Essence Thief, where you be? Jewelry. Essence Thief necklace. 50. 50 flat? I think it was 51 to respec or like reconstruct it. So what a save, I guess. I don't know. It's a bloodthirsty. It's expensive to respec like that, dude. I feel like that's too much. Agility. Agility. Trainee. I want to lock them all. Essence Thief. Essence Thief. Essence Thief. Essence Thief. Necklace. Okay. Trainee, Essence Thief, all the way. We got so much stuff going on. And then the Veladriths. Is that right? That didn't feel like enough items. We got the Trainee, we got the Veladrith, 2-piece. We got the Essence Thief. Apparently there's 5 of those on our body. Essence Thief, Essence Thief, Essence Thief, Essence Thief, and then the necklace. And the Ring of the Agility and the Bow of the Agility. Okay. Alright. So enchantments, I think we're gonna change out the 2 enchantments on the jewelry to be weapon and spell damage with stamina recovery. That's fine at max health. I don't think I like that being max magic, but everything else I think is fine at max stamina. So, yeah. Enchantments. Bada boom. Level 160. Alchemist power? I don't remember. That's a weapon glyph. Weapon and spell damage with stamina recovery. We want 2 of those. Whoa! Definitely not 56 of them. That would have been really sad.
Rapora, Taderi, Rekota.
And then what else? I kind of want a weapon enchantment. Even though I don't think it's really necessary. I don't know if the weapon enchantment actually converts through when you're a werewolf. It's tough. It's tough to decide if that's actually... Like, I don't even know how we'd test that. Because the werewolf has, like, so much stuff going on already. Like, the bleed and stuff. And I don't know how you'd know if you procced it without mods to tell you, like, hey, this did that amount of damage for a parse or something. Just straight poison damage? Flame damage increases the... That's a jewelry glyph. I don't think that's valuable to us. Not without charged. Shock damage. I don't know. I could just go plain poison damage. Or disease damage. Screw it, dude. Whatever. Do I want to put health on the helmet? It is 800 something health. And the legs get 800 something. Wouldn't be a horrible idea. Bam, and then one more. Max health on the enchantments because we do have all our points put into stamina. And that's putting us at like, what are we sitting on? We're sitting on 23,000 health almost. As a werewolf, I don't think that goes up. Let's find out. That's got to go. We're going to replace that ability with something else. Where am I at? 22,853. 22,853. The health does not change. Okay, so what do we do here? What do? We do More health is what we do. Now, am I going to get more bang from a buck if I put these points in? It's a tough decision. I think we're going to drop the crit chance. Which is actually going to hurt a lot. Because we already have like 32% crit chance. Like, that's bad. That's bad. That's so low. What does the tower do? Max stamina? No. Increases weapon and spell, magic recovery. Physical and spell resistances might be really good. Let's just check the differences here. So our resistances are sitting at 17,900, 17,100. 17,900, 17,100. 17,000, not 100. 21,200. Or sorry, 22,000. 21,200. What was that? 17,900? So that's 3,000 additional resistances. That's not bad. What about weapon damage? We got 4256. $42. 4256 went up to 4700, so we're looking at almost 500 weapon damage right there. That's kind of good. If we're tanky enough, something like that would be really good. Movement speed and health recovery. Health recovery would be really valuable. It's hard to make up your mind here. I don't think we're going to need the stamina recovery anymore. Healing done. Max magic. Penetration would be really good too because it's PvP and I really don't have any. Dang, bro. How much health does this put us at? We're sitting at 22,800. I think the pen would be really good. Well, I was at 22,800. We're now at 26,400, which is 3,400. 3,600, sorry. Is that a big deal? It's a lot more than Boundless Vitality gives us. Which honestly feels pretty irrelevant. I think Rejuvenation's kind of necessary. I hate to do it, but I kind of do feel the need to take Slippery. And if I do that, I'm going to drop the health. Or am I going to drop the stamina regeneration? I don't think I'm going to need this anymore. With Essence Thief. 1,400 health is just not enough for 50 points. Like, can I find more value somewhere else? Reduces your damage taken by 2% for every negative effect on you up to a max of 20%. While under status effects increases recoveries. Being stunned gives you major prods. Reduces your damage taken by 2% for every 2 negative effects on you. That could be really good against Dragon Knights. And Dragon Knights are realistically our biggest enemy in PvP. By 50 per stage while under the effects of crowd control immunity. Your next stamina ability used within 5 seconds is reduced by 11% per stage. While afflicted with a status effect, your core combat skills are 5% less per stage, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25% less. While afflicted with a status effect. Core combat skills I don't think are the werewolf skills, unfortunately. But I don't know if there's a way to know. I don't know if that's like defined anywhere in the game. If it was, I feel like I would know. Pain's Refuge is sounding kind of good. By 2% for each negative effect. If we're getting dotted up by a Dragon Knight, we're looking at like 5 negative effects. It's like 10% reduced damage. Potentially. I'm missing points though. I need 8 more points from somewhere. Can I drop this? No? Okay. I actually need more than 8 points. Crap, dude. While sprinting? We can drop 2% movement speed, I think. This is just straight movement speed buff. I really like being fast, man. It makes a big difference. I'll put towards that. I think that works there. And then I think I might be interested in dropping crit damage if we're not going to focus on crit chance. So reduces direct damage taken. I do think that's worth it. And then his Master at Arms are moved with direct damage. Or single target damage. What's this? Just putting points in that. Healing done would be nice. 1% per stage. If we have the points, we'll put it in there. But I think direct damage is going to be better than Master at Arms. Or sorry, Deadly Aim, excuse me. Because, like, I think everything we do is direct damage. Whereas not everything we do is single target. Most of it's single target, but not everything. So yeah. I think that sets us up. And then this is just whatever. Okay. Where do we go from here? Champion points situated. Gear situated. I wanted to get one more. Oh, yeah, the Mundus. I think that was max health. I'm going to take Pen. I think we're going to have an issue with killing people. If I really feel like we just aren't living, we'll take, like, resistances or something. If I can find the Pen. Increases resistances. The lever. Ba-dunk-dunk. Give me that. I should have probably checked the difference in our pen, though. We're up to almost 9k pen. And then if we proc, this, we reduce their protections by another 6k. So that's like 15k pen just there. Now we really don't have a way to provide minor breach, unfortunately. But I can't believe I've been queued this whole time. Yeah, remove me from the queue. Get me out of here. I don't want it. You bunch of nasties. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's fairly well situated. Now, I wanted that one more enchantment. We'll go max health, yeah? Because I'm sitting at 21,000 right now, and if I eat this, poor sticky rice and pork, that puts us at, what? 27,000 health. I just don't feel like that's enough, man. Where else can I get health? I could put one on the legs and get another 802. That would put us at like 28,600. It's not quite where I want it, to be honest. I don't know where else to get health. Did I really need what I took in here? Is there... Can I give up the movement speed? Dang it, dude. 1,400 health on top of everything is not crazy. It's basically like 2 enchantments. This is a tough decision. Let's just do one more health enchantment, and we'll try it out. We'll give it a shot, see how it feels. We're going to be reasonably beefy already. So, we might not need it. And as far as this goes, man, my tooltip went down, didn't it? Pretty decently, by like 1,000 damage. I haven't used this ability yet. Or this monster set. I do need another ability on the front bar when we're not a werewolf, and... I don't know what it's gonna be. What it gonna be? Oh shoot, these passive, dude. Dang it. So we're gonna still have the other skill tree, aren't we? Yeah. I need to get rid of those so we have a few spare skill points just in case we need them one of these days. But... minor expedition movement speed? You know what? Sure. Whatever. Get out of jail free card. That's what that is. I'm definitely missing some potions, but we can at least queue for a battleground because it's going to take 6 hours. Wait a minute. Is that a bank? That's a bank, I think.
You seek Azabi.
I didn't even know they were there. Potions. I mean that. I think that's what I want. What I want. What I really, really want. Yeah, why aren't these on the bar? What's the dealio? It does say 280. I don't know why they weren't stacking right before, but it looks like we're good now. Honestly, that could probably just go.
What do you...
I don't think it's worth spending, like, the drink slot, man. Like, I might sell these just to get them away from me, because 35 minutes is irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything. And the 600 stamina recovery is a big deal. However, giving up your food slot, man, for max health and max stamina is like, I just can't do it. It's not possible. I can't do that. So, Marchento, take some junk. Not that. Alright. What can we do now? More pursuits while we wait for this 45-hour queue? Sure. Why not? Public dungeon bosses in Rivenspire. That's not Rivenspire. I guess I ought to save the build too, before I forget about it and swap over and end up real disappointed in myself. What is our max stamina? I might be able to swap that out. Werewolf PvP. Boom. Boom. Good. Looks good. So, our max stamina is going to increase by 30%. Get out of my face, game. Which is going to put us like at 40k or something. But if we remove whatever this is, I don't know how much this actually provides right now. We could get a lot more max health. We could even go half and half. Just to reach like 30k or 32k or something health. Because we're sitting at almost 29 right now, right? Yeah, almost 29. We might be alright as is. We'll see. Sustain is still going to be something we're concerned about. It's not like it's just something I can forget now that I have like the Essence Thief or something. But I think it'll be a fun minigame too. Speaking of minigame, it is just light and heavy attacks, which we should be doing consistently. Like, that shouldn't be an issue. We're going to be always doing that. The minigame, we're going to have to practice. I've never used this set before. It does heal and it does provide stamina. I would turn into a werewolf and run around now, but I don't want to waste the ultimate, then have to stack it back up again.
Toothless runts.
Wait, what? Am I not seeing the set proc? Dealing damage with a light or a heavy attack draws essence from the enemy. Oh. Oh, I see Veladrith proccing now too. Still hitting for 12k on a crit. I think that was my jazz. No, it must have been a light attack. Okay, wait a minute. How do I proc Veladrith? Dealing damage. Just dealing damage is a 20% chance. I want to test Veladrith out. I want to know if, like, do they have to be standing in it to get the damage from it? Is Veladrith horrible? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. It might be really bad. I'm confused. Are they taking damage? It's hard to tell. There we go. Oh, 17K. Okay, so it does just do instant damage. I don't think you have to wait for it to proc. We're looking for bosses, by the way. I forgot. It's weird. It says when you deal damage, you have a 20% chance to spawn 3 disease spores in front of you after 1 second that deal... Okay, so they spawn after 1 second and they just do disease damage on hit. So, like, if I am standing all up on top of somebody like you... Okay, he only took damage 1 time. So I can't hit him with all 3 spores. I don't know, maybe Celine's is still a fun minigame to play. How much does that heal? Another 4,500 health. So the heal's not really super special. That's a crazy spot for a chest. That's a crazy spot for a chest, dude. What? How do you get to that? That better be like a friggin' like a master chest times 5. No way! What a crazy spot, man. I don't think I've ever seen a chest hidden so well. It's just an intermediate, though. Alright, teammates. We're here for the dub. Crazy King. That means we don't die. That's it. It's not about the kills, it's about the objectives, right? Right. Even though it is fun blowing people up. I can't remember what the set piece bonuses for the Wretched Vitality were for the 2, 3, and 4. Oh, is it not in my inventory? It is. Recovery, recovery, weapon and spell damage. So it's basically the same thing, but instead of max stamina, we just get recoveries again. But this also increases your damage done by 10% for 10 seconds. So it's like a sustained damage set. Which would honestly... It would kind of make the endurance set a little bit more desirable over the agility. Did you get into the dungeon? No. I just changed the build, bro. I was done. I just chose a different, I just went with a light helmet instead of a medium. Cause I was like, I friggin' screw this. I've been waiting for over 2 hours. I even swapped to a tank, dude. I put on a shield, a taunt, and a heal, and I just was like, I'll queue as a tank, and it still took over an hour. And just as I was finishing up the build, that I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I don't need that piece. I got the queue, and I just had to die. Yeah, denied it. I was like, screw this. Screw that freaking dungeon, man. Ooh. And it feels bad too, because I know that the people that were also queued for that dungeon, they were like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Because the tank, the tank declined the queue. It's got to be painful. Oh, laggy. Who's hitting me? I'm just dying of freaking stuff. Mouse, what's up, man? Doing pretty good, Mouse Arena. How you doing? I feel like I'm definitely tankier. But am I tanky enough? Dude, what in the actual crap is with the dot damage in this dungeon? Just in time to see the earboxing? I know, I just started too. Dude, I just get dotted up immediately. I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do. I'm taking like friggin' insane dot damage. There must be like 11 Dragon Knights in this friggin' lobby right now. I don't understand what's hitting me so hard. I'm super tanky compared to what I was. Ow. Oh, there was 11 people attacking me. That's how. I'm a bit salty right now. I should be significantly more survivable than I ever was.
They're taking the point.
Like, why am I dying so hard, dude? I don't even have a chance. I know our teammates are not really with it. Like, nobody's healing or anything, which makes things much more difficult. That guy looks like a healer, though.
They have secured the point. I said this. The point is moved.
See, why am I taking so much dot damage? I'm dead. Dude, I think I've been hit by the bow ultimate like 5 times in the last 2 minutes.
A momentary setback. They've taken the point.
Okay. I got a kill. Dead. I'm just dead.
Outrush give us strength. The point is lost.
Definitely a Dragonite.
Outrush. The point is ours.
The capture point's moved!
That is so sad. I was gonna kill that guy. I just can't live. That's crazy. I feel like I had an easier time living with like full DPS.
Damn them! They've captured the point! And the new point!
What Joan Wind is this? They've captured the point.
I have no idea. That like I think they're just working together really well, and our team's non-existent. I just get hit by like every enemy at the exact same time.
Secured the point. To the new capture point.
A momentary setback! They've taken the point!
It's just impossible, dog. It feels like a 1v11 team. It's not going well at all. I feel like every time I go in, I just get ruined.
This monsters. They've taken the point.
Mara, save us! The point is lost!
Secured the point.
Dude, that guy is riding my friggin' butt so hard. So unbelievably hard. I can't get away from people, man. This is a painful matchup.
Unstoppable! We've taken the point!
The freaking dude! Are you serious? Dude, whoever's using that bow has his ultimate up every 2 seconds. XV1. I know.
L'Oreal, give us strength! The point is
The dot damage, bro.
Come on, the point's moved! Mara, save us! The point is lost! The capture point's moved!
Okay. You know what? I'm feeling better.
They've captured
My
the
sustain is
point!
still rough.
The divine Marcus! We've captured the point!
point.
By Sickus, the point is moved.
Can't 1vx, dude. There's too many. I'm not tanky enough. Oh, dude, I got stunned and I didn't have enough stamina. You heard when you should have flinched? What do you mean, flinch? I'm having my head chopped off every 2 seconds. There's no flinch for that. This is a sauce game. I feel like I'm doing alright, but the minigame for Essence Thief is something I need to get comfortable with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that's a prime example as to why we lost this game so hard. Right there, that was great.
The hit's closed. We've taken the point.
I had 13 kills and 1 million damage. I came in last because I didn't participate in the objectives one time. Okay. 917? 958. I had the highest damage in the lobby. I'm taking that as a win on my part. Yeah, that's what that is. Did we have a healer? He had 400,000 healing, but he did go 0-12. Had 10 assists too. Ooh. Run it back. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep using the build. Gotta keep getting comfortable. Problem is I don't have an ultimate, so cross your fingers I build it through this dungeon. That Essence Thief is fun though. I don't really know how I feel about it yet. Man, everybody's just killing the bosses left and right. Time to hit the rack. What? Good night, Mouser. Man, I appreciate you dropping in for a little bit. It's always a pleasure, sir. Man, Veladrith is interesting too. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It is much easier to hit Veladrith than it is to hit Selene's. Oops, I didn't mean to hit decline. I'm glad it gave me like a "Are you sure" button. Good timing on the ult too. Oh, we got this. We got this. I'm gonna flank, dude. I'm gonna go hook a right. This is capture the relic, so this could be a really rough game for everybody. Or it could be a really rough game for one singular team. We'll see how it goes, but what can I do to make this better? What can I do to make this build better? Healing. Agility. Replaced with like... Where's the endurance at? The endurance I think is in my bank. I'm honestly thinking Endurance would be good. Just for the health recovery, man. It'd be really beneficial to be healing more. Give us another 500 health recovery and some more max health instead of max stamina and weapon and spell damage. And 200 weapon and spell damage isn't like the most impactful thing. I think surviving better is gonna be more valuable. Especially if I stick with Essence Thief. Essence Thief gives me that 10% extra damage when I pick up the little green thing. What do I have for Celine's? Medium? I don't have a light piece, which I kind of need. I do have all the armor passives, right? I do. Okay. Wow.
Shields at the ready.
Where's the enemy team at? Oh my gosh. Dude, I can't believe he's alive.
Ashes in the eyes. We've dropped the relic.
Oh, I can't pick it up while,
Got the relic.
while a werewolf? Are you for real? I saw you. I saw you. Friggin' won that fight.
Let's get that relic.
Dang it, dude. Keeping up with the Essence Thief minigame is so difficult sometimes. Oh my gosh, what's that? Help me, teammates. Where's the healer at? I'm not gonna live that up. I'm not gonna live this. We don't have a healer? Are you serious? The game of gank or get ganked. I know, dude. I know. I'm gonna run out of my ultimate because of that. Aww. Wait, no! My ultimate, man. Oh, that upsets me. That's so upsetting, dude. That's everything for me. That's the whole build.
We have
Dude, whoever's using that, whatever that is, annoying. Okay. So the Essence Thief does seem to get caught on walls and stuff a lot. I've noticed that. It goes places that are very far away and hella inconvenient. And, that sucks. I don't like that it does that. How to do that? I just have no heals. If I have no magic, like, I'm hurting really bad. This is really unfortunate, actually. That's the one thing that the Essence Thief is not providing, is any magic at all. Or... like, Wretched Vitality would solve magic and stamina. Dude, that burst damage is crazy. I'm dead. I gotta heal. Oh my gosh, how am I alive, dude? Okay. That felt so much better than the last one. This guy had 3,000 metal score. Oh, he got the relic runner over and over. Oh, dude, that felt so much better than it did before. I like Essence Thief. It's fun. I didn't have top damage, which hurts my feelings. Hurts my feelings a little bit. This guy did very well. Okay. I do think Endurance is cooler. Endurance is cooler for straight up just the health and health regen. That has healthy on it. So is that better? Is that like if I go Endurance and I look at my health right now at 2870 and my health recovery at 500. Not very good. 1,300 and 3,200 health. That does make a pretty big difference, but my tooltip for Veladrith goes down by like 500. Maybe not quite 500. What was it? What? What? Oh. Sorry. 73? 69. So like 400 almost. Endurance is pretty good. And this has the extra 900 health on it. So what do we do about our magic? Okay, now hear me out. Like, if I trade out the Essence Thief for Wretched Vitality in place of that, right? We're going to have a little bit less max stamina. We're not going to have the 10% damage bonus when I pick that up. That's going to hurt just a little bit. But theoretically, it should solve our magic issue, which means I'd be able to replace Endurance with the Agility set again. So we get the extra damage from this. We get 200 extra weapon and spell damage and a little bit more stamina. But we'd have to be able to heal more because we have more magic sustain, right? Ooh, it's tough. Tough decisions, dude. 600 health recovery is crazy for a 3-piece set, though. That's good. That's good. Very good. I like Endurance. It feels a bit simple. Does a good job. I don't think I can do with Veladriths. Veladrith is fun. I feel like people don't expect it. But is like Celine's more fun? That's the question. Celine's is more difficult. Veladrith hits in an AoE. It cleaves, basically. So it sends 3 bolts out in each direction and does damage to everything it hits, whereas Celine's is very like very small area that it connects with. I would like a light set for like a light helmet so we get the passives from the tree. Every 6 seconds versus every 8 seconds. It does more damage and procs more often. Dude, I want a monster set that, like, revolves around the theme of a werewolf. I think that'd be a lot of fun, man. What was that noise? I was like in the zone reading. Like, what the crap was that noise? I want another damagey piece. Like, I don't know what to go for, though. Crawls would be good. 10% chance to spawn Drew limbs that create shockwaves in front of you, dealing physical damage every 0.6 seconds for 2.4 seconds. That is 0.6? I think that's 4 points. Yeah, that's what that is. It's 4 hits of damage. It's a lower tooltip, but it does provide pen on the one piece. When you deal damage with a fully charged heavy attack, you create a web under the target for 10 seconds that deals poison damage every second to all enemies within 4 meters. For 10 seconds. Under the target. I wonder if that stays stationary or if it moves with the target. I could go with a monster set that's got mag recovery on it. I think my main issue here was magic being like irrelevant or non-existent rather. Like as soon as I started taking damage and I needed to heal 3 times in a row, I couldn't. The heal is not good. So maybe endurance makes a pretty big difference there, but that's what I'm using. It's one thing that the Essence Thief has going for it is it restores health as well, although it's like freaking 0 health. It's pretty bad. It's not a good heal. Where can I get magic recovery? What do I do? What am I gonna trade out? Who do I gotta talk to? What do I gotta buy? I'm thinking that's useless. I think that's what I'm thinking. Isn't there like increases mag recovery while sprinting? While sprinting, you gain 100 health and magic recovery per stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. Is refreshing stride amazing or what? Tell me that's amazing, dude. Tell me that's freaking dang skippy. What if I dropped Payne's Refuge? Sadness. Is that good? We're gonna find out. So the issue here is that I have to stop sprinting to cast my heal. Sprinting with health recovery was good for like a dot heal. Or a hot heal, excuse me. Like a heal over time. But because the werewolf heal is a burst, it makes this difficult. I might hate this. I might like it. Let's try it. Let's see how it feels. We're just ironing out the build, right? That's like, it's a process. That's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to happen automatically, I think. We gotta stock this ultimate back up. And hopefully kill a boss this time, because everybody's just killing them on cooldowns. One thing I can appreciate about Bellatrix is that I can proc it consistently outside of werewolf form. Yeah, this thing's dead again. Gotta get this ultimate. Oh crap, dude. I didn't get my ultimate. I'm like freaking so close. How much does it cost? 285. I'm at 259. We'll make it work. I really don't want to go with another tanky set in place of Bellatrix. I don't want to go full tank just so that I can not die every 5 seconds. Like, it's just not a fun way to play PvP. And the only way around that, the way the game is like organized and flows right now in the meta and all that, the way because people are always super tanky. That's just how it goes. And they still do damage somehow, which I don't understand. But you need a healer on your team, man. Like, it's a requirement. You do not have an option. If you don't have a healer, you struggle immensely. And if you do not build specifically for not having a healer, you just lose. That's just like I mean, you don't just lose, but man, it's dang close. So it's a little bit frustrating. Because I know I can do so much with, without that. Dude, there's no teammates. What's happening? We're even missing a teammate, which is crazy. They're all AFK. What are they doing back here?
They seized the point!
Dude, where are my friggin' teammates? Why is this a theme tonight? There's literally nobody. They're all sitting in their spawn. There's 6 of them. There's one missing, 6 of them, and I'm the only one running out? Are you freaking serious right now, bro? You no, it's an AV8, not I'm freaking no. Wow, he's running. It's a 1v8, dude. This is ridiculous. Look at it, man. I can't even begin to put into words what an experience we're having tonight with Battlegrounds. This is not how it's supposed to be, man. Like, I don't even think it's a problem with the build at this point. I think it's a problem with the team matchups. We got a healer that is literally just sitting in spawn doing nothing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Freaking kill everybody, dude. Don't play with me. I'm winning. You come back here. Oh, I don't want to run into that, do I? I did just run into the entire enemy team right there. I was just chasing that guy, dude. I didn't even look ahead of myself. Oh my gosh, dude, they got a kill. That's crazy. I need to eat a body or something. That's not bad. Are they bringing it back? Are they working together now? Dude, he thought he was gonna bomb everybody. Are we winning? All right. There's way more than 8 of them, dude. I'm convinced. I think the enemy team has like 15 people. They all happen to stay together often. It's hard to catch people slipping. Why me? Oh, dude, I was stunned without stamina. Not having stamina is such an issue still. Even if I'm picking them up, I feel like it doesn't provide any. And like it says it provides 5k stamina. 4.5k. But it just doesn't feel like it. It's one ability, realistically.
We secured the point.
Like the werewolf abilities are so expensive.
Glory of the Age, the point is ours!
We've taken the point!
The teammates are actually working now, which is crazy.
Point. They captured it. We have secured the point.
They've broken us! They've captured the point!
Maybe they just needed to warm up, dude. I don't know.
The Age, the capture point moved!
Impossible! They've seized the point!
They seized the point!
Magnificent!
I need to be light or heavy weaving more often. It's a requirement. Wow. Oh, tits, dude. It's hard to see that sometimes, man. I feel like I just miss it. Yeah, I'm not surviving that. I don't know why I thought I could go in there. I was feeling good about myself for a second. That was a big mistake. Whoa! Oh, I'm dealing direct damage. Interesting. God dang it, dude. It's just not enough. I do a lot of damage, and I'm more survivable, and I'm more sustainable. I don't do as much damage, but I think I do enough damage.
We're nigh unstoppable! We've taken the point! We've captured the point! Make haste to the new capture point!
I'm so glad that guy didn't get away. Wow.
They seized the point!
I don't know who he thought he was, dude, but that wasn't happening.
Have abandoned us! The point is lost! Take the point! The point is ours!
Wow, dude.
The capture point moved!
I should be participating in the objective, shouldn't I?
The Age have abandoned us!
I feel like my magic recovery is significantly better now. Dang it. I had 25 kills. That game is feeling better The magic sustain was significantly better. I cannot 1v8. That's not a possibility. Like, no matter how hard I try, that's just not going to work. That guy did really well. Tabby and trainers. 1 million damage is crazy. Good for him, dude. I felt like the team was so discombobulated at the beginning that I was just throwing myself at a brick wall. But after we got rolling, it did come together much better. And I think most of their kills were on me. My team didn't really die, dude. What was I doing? Don't listen to me, dude. If I tell you the team's not doing anything, I'm wrong. It's me. I'm the fault, dude. I'm like the one that's causing the problems. The teammates should be screaming at me, being like, what is this one random guy doing? Not paying any attention to objectives. He's just running at groups of enemies, man. He refuses to work with the team. Like, that's me. I refuse. Whoa, dodge roll OP. Trying to like backflip dash forward. Like I want to do boop. It's not very fluid. I think that would be a fun combo to work with, just for goofs. Yeah, the stamina recovery is an issue. I just need to do heavy attacks. I think it's a requirement, man. Like, I'm not doing enough of them because I feel like I'm doing enough damage to most enemies that I'm killing them reasonably fast, and I can burst my way through one fight to the next by not needing to heavy attack. I jump in, I weave light attacks. I apply bleed, which is what I do. I'll be applying that bleed. And then, let's do another one. What's this? Get away from me. I apply that bleed, and I pop my fear, and I hit them with, like, the Wombo McCombos. If I need to, I put the disease bleed on them. But, it's not a bleed, is it? But not needing to heavy attack for, like, the damage portion of the kit is kind of hurting my sustain, I think. Because I think no matter what, like, it doesn't matter what, I could run like 2 full sustain sets. I think I'd still have issues with stamina. I hate having to do heavies because just staring at enemies while charging up the heavy seems so goofy. Well, okay, so the way I see it in PvP, where's a good example? Like, alright, so say there's an enemy coming up this staircase. That group of enemies, say they're not stationary, say they're moving up the staircase. Okay, they're moving up the staircase. That was really inconvenient for a thing, for an example. But you want to use line of sight to your advantage. Line of sight, well, X, is that? Tell me that's Jiraiya. What's up, man? Hello. I mean, if you tell me your name's Jiraiya, I won't be surprised. I haven't seen Jiraiya for a hot minute. But line of sight is very, very important when it comes to PvP. You can't shoot through walls. Most abilities do not go through walls either. So you charge your heavy attack by negating line of sight, and as you move around the wall, then you drop your heavy attack. So, like, you don't want to just stare at enemies. Like, it's not going to work in your favor very well to just stare at enemies. So if you use your environment and you use your situation to your advantage when it comes to charging heavy attacks, then it makes it easier and it makes it more reasonable. Yeah, so like say that is a group of enemies and I know it is, and I do a little bit of that action. Not only can they not hit me, but they might not even know I'm there because I'm on the other side of the wall. There's a lot of things that would make that a proper way to do things. Not Jiraiya? Are you sure? You spelled his name perfectly. I'm suspicious. If you're not Dry, I'm sorry for heckling you, but he's a little bit of a prankster, and he likes to make alternate accounts and try to come at me like a freaking animal. So I gotta be on my toes at every given moment, dude. I haven't seen him for a long time, so like this is the moment. He thinks that my guard's down. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you understand. I do know you, do I? I definitely don't know your name. Boom. Hold on, wait. The profile picture is extra tiny. I can't zoom in on the profile picture. I knew I didn't recognize the name from somewhere. Who you be? Hold on. Give me a second. An XXX Tentacion profile picture. I have no idea, brother. I'm sorry. I feel really bad. I try really hard to remember people. I apologize, man. Boom. Put me in this dungeon. Or battleground. Starts with an L? It's not Lucy. Lucy wouldn't do that. I don't believe it. I don't know, man. There's a lot of L names. I'm sorry. You can't, like, drop into the stream, like, once every 6 months and expect me to remember. Sorry. I don't mean to be insensitive, but that's just the truth. It was Subnautica? It's not Marshall. That's not an L. It's not Landon. Because I don't think he was there for the Subnautica stream. Dude, you gotta give me a hint, man. LA? My friend, I can't remember, man. I got you. It starts with LA. I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I got a lot of things going on in my mind. I talk to lots of people, and it's not just for streaming. I gotta remember, like, my name, my own name. Like, how am I supposed to spell my name if I can't remember it? I don't want to get caught slipping like SpongeBob did, dude. It's Lance. I'm never gonna remember that you're Lance. Lance, it's good to see you, man. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Fake fan, ban him. Get him out of here. I'm just kidding. It is difficult when people change their names. Like, there's this one guy that has changed his name like a dozen times over the last year. And he always gets upset that I don't remember him. And I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to know what your new name is every 6 seconds? It's tough, man. It makes it difficult. Lance, I hope you've been doing well, though. I don't mean to give you a bunch of crap. I gotta sneeze. I got 2 power sigils, he said. Wow, this guy's sweaty, huh? How am I up this early? I'm just not asleep yet. The schedule's been shifted. The schedule's actually posted on the channel if you're interested in taking a look at what we've been doing, but we are going to be wrapping up fairly soon. It is 4 in the morning. Late. I'm feeling better about this build, though. I was starting to get a little bit annoyed with myself because I was like trying to make a build and it worked a little bit, but it wasn't working fully, and I'm happier with where it's going. I do think that it could use a little bit of refinement still. Did I sleep? I'll sleep when we end the stream.
Victory will be ours.
Hey, gotta get up tomorrow. Wow, somebody reduced my max health. I don't think that was like all that killed me, but it hurt to see my health bar go down like that. Wow, he's killing everybody. Whoa, why are none of my attacks landing on that guy? That's scary. Dude, I got jumped by everybody. I was doing so well with the individual enemies. More Terraria streams? No. Nah, that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. It's alright, brother. It's gonna be forever and ever until we actually play Terraria again. It would be really helpful if I didn't get attacked by 6 people at one time. Goofin, what's up, man? You just unlocked the Golden Pursuit's house already? What you doing today? How'd you do that?
We've captured it!
How's that guy not taking any damage from anything? Holy crap! What is hitting me? It's crazy we actually have a healer this game. You playing it at work? Dude, I need your job. So I can't interrupt him when he's doing that. I don't know what that guy's building, but he's like genuinely impossible to connect to. Like, I can't hit him with any abilities. I don't do any damage. I don't do any CC. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Something funky's going on with him. I don't know what he's doing. You're gonna keep changing your username? I'm gonna give you more attitude the next time you change your username. I don't like when people do that. It's not... and I'm not gonna keep trying to guess your name, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. But I just hope you understand it. It's frustrating. From a person's perspective who, like... I meet a lot of people, dude. I talk to a lot of people every single day. It's very difficult to remember everyone's name, and I don't just like magically know who people are. So like, it is hard enough to remember everybody without them changing their name all the time. I don't want to play games like that. Dude, you can change your name if you want, but don't expect me to remember it, is what I'm saying. That was crazy. That nuke was insane. He demolished me.
No, no! We dropped the relic.
I'm ganking. I got this. Wow, that Nightblade is so tanky for no reason. I feel like there's no reason why you should be able to, like, not take any damage at all ever, and also do all the damage in the world. Out of stamina, bro. I just can't. I can't without stamina, man. That's tough. Yeah, dude, Lance, thank you very much for dropping in. I do appreciate you, sir. I wish you the best of luck. It is always a pleasure to see you. Unless you make me guess your name. Take care of yourself, man. Man, I wanted that. Oh my gosh, bro. Friggin' 112 people. It's so hard to survive when everybody just turns on you all at the same time. Okay. Oh, it's really hard to survive when you're not allowed to break free or dodge roll. I don't understand that either. Nightblade, why are you ganging up on me? Why do they have to gang up on me, dude? There's no such thing as a 1v1 in this game. There's like nothing but disrespect everywhere. It was clearly a werewolf 1v1, dude. It was so obvious that we were having a battle. Like him and I, face to face, man to man, and the Nightblade said, I don't give a piss. I'm going after you whether you like it or not. The werewolf went crazy for a second. He actually did get me that time, but I was still 1v1ing, man. Okay, somebody hit me for 12,000 damage. And I have no idea what hit me. It looked like a crystal shard, and I know there ain't no way a crystal shard hit for 12k in PvP. Struggle boss, struggle boss. Oh my gosh! Our healer's doing a really good job at keeping the people in the pit alive, but he never leaves, which makes it difficult to survive outside. What happened? Yeah, you thought you could freaking get me? Boy? Hell nah. Marvin, I wombo combo you nana. Huskin Hunger messaged me. He laughed and said, well done. I think that was the werewolf. Oh my gosh, dude. There's just no chance. I've died a lot this game. What was yesterday, Grim? You said it was hard to say goodbye to yesterday? Holy crap! What happened? Who died? Who did that, man? I got pulled like through the wall, dog. I got pulled so far.
We struggle against the currents. They've taken the relic.
Oh, I couldn't. I was out of stamina. It's a song reference. I'm too young for it. Maybe? Maybe. Dude, I just can't stay away from, like, the groups of enemies. There's, like, literally there's no 1v1, and it's like 4 or more people attack you at the same time no matter what you do. It's kind of frustrating. But it is how they're played. I just can't break free. There's no 13,000 damage hit, dude. What hit me for 13,000 damage? Yeah, wait. We ran out of time. Werewolf service dog? Was that him? 1.8 million? No, I had 1.3. 1.6. 18 and 1. Wait a minute. 2 million healing with 18 kills. Who is this guy? 1.6 million damage, 2 million healing, and 18 kills, 1 death, and 24 assists. Is that a real person? Somebody asked me to join their werewolf pack. I had 24 kills. 20 deaths feels really bad, though. aside from whatever the friggin' heck this guy was doing, 0-21. That is embarrassing. I feel pretty bad about the 20 deaths. What did I have? 1.3? He had 1.6. 2.2 million damage? That one must have been the Arcanist. It had to be. You gotta join their werewolf pack? I might already be in it. 1.9 million? 36 and 2. Some of those guys were crazy. Like, the one Arcanist, the Nightblade was pretty dirty. The werewolf was very tanky, but he didn't do a ton of damage. He just would catch you slipping. He would gang up on you. I think I could beat the werewolf in a 1v1. That was a good match, though. It was frustrating, man. It's so difficult whenever you get, like... When you're fighting somebody and it's a one-on-one and then 3 other people join their, like, the enemy's side and they just gank you, it's really obnoxious. Because, like, I know that I have a chance at fighting anybody head-to-head. Like, the dueling, I feel like I could do a really good job. But when there's, like, a group of enemies, when there's 7 people, 8 people just, like, beaming you down all at once with, like, every ability that they've got, it is impossible to stay alive. I don't even think that, like, a full tank, no matter what, like, if you had all the champion points, like, every champion point, every piece of armor, if you had everything dedicated strictly to tank and you had 0 damage at all, you had nothing but shields and heals, I think you'd still die and you wouldn't be able to participate in a game like that. It's really difficult. So, positioning and ganking is the name of the game. The Essence Thief. I like it, but I find it to be inconsistent, and I think that if I keep using it, I'll become more consistent with it. It's fun. It's a nice little mini game. It's enjoyable to use. Part of me wants to replace Veladrith back with Celine's, because Celine's is a lot of fun as well. Veladrith's is not nearly as enjoyable to use. I'll be honest, it's way more consistent. It probably does much more damage. Even though it's a 20% chance to spawn disease spores when you deal damage, I do think that it's dealing significantly more damage more consistently, because it just hits. Like, it hits the enemies because it's fast and it's easy. Whereas Celine's is a very specific condition where you can actually get it to hit the enemy. With that being said, Celine's doesn't really hit that much harder. It's like, in PvP, it's like 500 more damage from Celine's. Maybe 800 more damage from Celine's. Making that kind of an easy decision to say Veladrith is cooler. But Celine's, I think, is more fun. I appreciate the minigame that Celine's brings, where it's like, it's so specific. Like, you really gotta tune it in. You gotta lock it down. If you are not prepared to, like, nuke an enemy down, Celine's is doing nothing for you. And that's where Veladrith, I think, shines. Is it's just so much more, like, general. Like, it can do so much more than Celine's can. And I think if I'm gonna play the Essence Thief, that minigame for now, at least until I get good at Essence Thief and comfortable with it, I think that this is enough of a minigame to make Veladrith more of a benefit. Like, I think the Veladrith is, like, better in that sense. And Veladrith is just better, if I'm being honest. But, unless I'm, like, super comfortable, or I trade out Essence Thief for the other thing, I forget what it's called. I keep forgetting over and over again what it's called. Wretched Vitality. Wretched Vitality would remove the minigame of the Essence Thief. There would be no need for that. I would just get the recoveries flat out. And I do think that Wretched Vitality would be more consistent. Like, the Essence Thief, I'm not always picking it up, which means I'm not getting the stamina recovery. I'm not getting the extra damage, which means the 5-piece bonus is not doing anything. Whereas Wretched Vitality is going to be a 24/7, like, as long as I'm in combat and as long as I'm howling around enemies, they're going to be getting debuffed by both minor and major debuffs. Which means 390 extra recoveries. Mafia, welcome back, sir. 390 extra recoveries all the time, on top of the flat stamina and magic recovery that it already gives. I think that's a big deal. I think that makes a big difference. And if I take Wretched Vitality, I wouldn't be against trading out Veladrith for Celine's again, to add that minigame and complicate the build just a little bit more. Dude, Curse, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the follow, sir. So what does that mean for, like, endurance? If I go to Wretched Vitality, I think I keep endurance. Endurance is solid. That health recovery makes a big deal. 600 health recovery and almost 2,000 health from a one-piece set, or from a three-piece set. That's a big deal. I feel like of all of the three-piece sets in the game, endurance is the best. I don't think that the three-piece sets are very valuable in this game. I just don't think they're good. Like, if you look through the list of the three-piece sets, they're pretty unimpactful. Like, which one? The other one that I was looking at, the agility, 200 or 199 weapon and spell damage from agility, and then 1700 max stamina. I think that, like, if that was like 220 or 230 weapon and spell damage, it would be so much more reasonable to use that. Curse, it's going good, man. I hope you're doing well too. It's a tough decision. I think endurance makes a big difference. Like, when I heal, I notice the difference. I don't want to say it's twice as much, because I don't think it is twice as much, but I do think that it's a pretty significant increase to our burst heal, which is really important. Not only are we going to be healing less because of that, but we're going to be so much more survivable. And I feel like I did notice what set was, or what piece was it? This 500 magic recovery while sprinting is crazy. I feel like that makes a really big difference too, because generally, if I'm in trouble, like if I'm spamming my heal button and I'm using all my magica pool, I'm running away most of the time. I'd say like 98 to 99% of the time I'm sprinting away, which makes this magic recovery really valuable. And 500 is a big deal. That's way more than Wretched Vitality goes. And then the health recovery is just less impactful. I wish the health recovery was like off point, where you retained the recoveries after you stop sprinting for just like 1 second. And that would just give me enough time to pump a heal and get the benefit from that 500 health recovery. And I don't think there's anything that's going to compare to that. Magic and health recovery while under the crowd control immunity. 40 per stage. 4 times 5 is 200. That's 200? I don't think that's it. That's not the move. I definitely want that extra health. That makes a difference. Being stunned as major prots. I already have that. Increases recoveries while under the effects of a negative effect. 30 per stage. 30 times 5 is 15 hundo, right? 30, 60, 90, 120, 1500. Yeah. Increases recoveries. Wait, no, 150. Excuse me. Sorry. I feel like refreshing stride's crazy. I just wish that health recovery was more meaningful. And I don't really know what to do about that. I think that outside of a werewolf build, that health recovery is significantly more valuable because you can pop something like Vigor and get the health over time and continue to sprint away, making that so much more valuable. But it's just a situation we're in, man. What are you gonna do? You can't just, I can't just change the heal on the werewolf. So it is what it is. I would love it. I'd be thrilled if the werewolf had, can I save this? Yeah. If the werewolf had a morph, where are we at here? The rage. So this rage is good. It does 14,000, almost 13,300 healing in the overworld. So you can cut that in half, give or take, for PvP. Now, if you're at full health, you restore 3,000 stamina. I don't think that makes much of a difference. I've been using that on and off, and that stamina is like non-existent. That 3,000 stamina means nothing. And I hate to say that because I feel like all the stamina makes a massive difference. Like every penny counts. But man, when I'm full health and I'm out of stamina and I'm popping that, I don't notice the health or the stamina bar move very much at all. With that being said, Major Berserk's really nice. 10% increased damage is crazy. Taking 6% more damage, not great. Increasing your damage down by 10% for 10 seconds, but you also take 6% more damage. So now we're not getting the 6% increased damage taken while we're not at full health. So if we're using this as a heal, we don't gain Major Berserk, we don't gain stamina, and we don't lose damage taken. Which is a good thing. It's for 10 seconds. So ideally we pop the rage before we go into combat every time, but I just find myself not at full health so often. And I'd love a way to fix that. I need a skill point, dude. What am I doing? Oh no. I'm gonna join that group. Oh, I was already in it. Hold on, I gotta respond to this guy. He whispered me forever ago. Oh, he's offline. Oh well. Alright. We kind of need to wrap up. It's late. It's 4:30. I just can't make up my mind here. I think we keep using the build as is. I keep trying to get better with it, and if I find myself gotta change a heart in the future, in the near future, like this weekend or something, right? Because tomorrow's Friday. Speaking of Friday, tomorrow's stream, there's a potential that it starts earlier. It's not a guaranteed, but if you'd like to, you could join earlier, which means we'll have an extra long stream. Wonder if the pen's necessary. The pen does make a difference. Like, you can tell, bro. You notice a pretty significant difference in the damage that you have, that you can do. Sorry, I'm choking on words. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. The penetration is very, very valuable when it comes to bursting enemies down. Now, if we're talking about more sustained fights and surviving better, I think that defense would be better. So resistances would be really valuable. How do I deal with that, though? How do I get more resistances? We could use potions, dude. What do I have access to? I have minor protection. I have major resolve. What's major protection come from? I don't know if there's a way to do that, but if we can get major protection from potions, and like maybe sacrifice the magic stat. So like we just go health and stamina recovery and then try really hard to get major protections. I don't think you can get major prots from potions though. Do I have minor resolve? No. And I don't think I have it on the werewolf either. We get major prods from the werewolf, but we get it from the Oakensoul ring too. Okay, so we are missing that. What did I say? Major protection and minor resolve. Now, Mafia, welcome back. If I felt like we had enough damage without Veladrith, we could trade Veladrith out for something like... Watch out. Hold on. I'll find it eventually. This. Right? That's not right. Oh, what is it? No. What's Blackheart Haven? Major protections and minor defile, reducing your damage taken by 10%, but reducing your healing received and damage shield strength by 6%. I don't know how I feel about that minor defile. That doesn't feel very good. Where the heck is that one set? I thought it was Vollenfell, dude. There's a set piece. There's a monster set that provides something that I'm thinking I don't know where it is. Where the freaking heck is it? Is it this? Oh, that's major resolve. Ah. Ah. Well. That sucks, actually. I thought that was going to be a good potential use of a monster set in a defensive way. When you take damage, you have a 50% chance to summon a Shadow Orb for 10 seconds that increases your physical and spell resistance of you and nearby allies within 8 meters by 3,000. So that's basically minor resolve. But it would stack with minor resolve. I can't remember what all provides minor resolve from other classes, but there is a chance that if we have a support teammate that somebody is providing minor resolve. Regardless, I do think that there's ways that we could become more tanky. Like, we could just trade out the monster set, and I really don't want to do that, because I like having more damage. The Essence Thief providing 10% more damage, though, might just be enough. I think it would be worth trying it, just to trade out Veladrith, and throw something else on. Now, I might be more interested in, like, a sustained defensive set that... Man, it's so hard to filter sets. Like, major main, reducing their damage done. I know I keep saying this over and over again. I feel like I'm a douchebag for beating a freaking dead horse into the ground, but I want, like, a proper filter here. And that, like, I don't run add-ons, right? So, I don't have access to all the fancy stuff that everybody that does run add-ons does. And I'm positive about it. There's got to be an add-on for everything. There really's got to be. So, I want built-in features to the game. Like, this is something that should be base game. I want a thorough filter for this. Not only, excuse me, do I want to filter like by name. So like I want to be able to type in Earthgore, or you know what I mean, and find the name of the set, which you can do, but that is the only way that you can search for things in here. And I want like a stat thing, like say I want something specifically based on magic recovery. I want to type in magic, or however you spell magic, recovery. You know what I mean? Like I want to type in that stat, or I want to type in stamina, like for max stamina, or whatever it is that I'm looking for, and I want it to show me the sets that provide that, because it's kind of unreliable searching for sets on the internet. Like if you go into, there's a couple of good websites out there that do provide like decently filtered lists of all of the sets in the game, but you shouldn't need to go to a third-party website. It should be listed in your game, man. I don't know why they haven't added something like that. It kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, but whatever, man. Dudes, the build's looking good. We're wrapping up. I'll sit here and like critique it and talk all day because I really enjoy this whole like theory crafting idea. It's just fun. It's just an enjoyable putting pieces of the puzzle together and refining it over time. And I hope you guys are having a good time with it too. With that being said, Discord, link down below, YouTube and Twitch, subscribe to those, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow's stream has a very possible chance. I don't know if it's like a 50-50. It's not a guarantee. It might just start at 1 a.m., but if it does start earlier and you pop on and you see it, you know, pop on. Do what you do. Guys, thank you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you all very much. And like I said, I hope you're having a good time with the build and all the stuff that we're doing. If you have any suggestions for the build or other things that we can do, because there's a lot. The game is infinite, man. We've got so much to do, and I don't want to just do this whole, like, werewolf PvP build. I'm just having a good time with this right now. So if you want to see something new and you have any ideas, let me know. With that being said, good night, everybody. Excuse me. I had to burp. Sorry, Mafia. Good night to you. Goof and Grim, all y'all. Much love to you, and I wish you the best. I catch you tomorrow. See ya.